share the videos as well, man. I want to thank everyone who does watch and share my videos. You guys are the absolute best. So I'm excited, guys. I cannot wait to bring these Week 9 picks to you. But before we get there, man, let's talk about Week 8 picks. Let's talk about what I chose here, what happened. So, first game I covered, Chiefs at Colts. Took the Chiefs in that game, got myself the win. Chiefs 30, Colts 14. Man, Kelsey had a big day. 7 catches, 101 yards, and a touchdown. Alex Smith, whew, man, he got hit. Got himself a bad concussion and then came back and got hit again. It just looked bad. His head was in the dirt. His body kind of swung around. I mean, he got crushed. Was really surprised he came back after the first one. But, man, that second one was terrible to watch. So I'm hoping to see him get back out on the field soon. I know he's going through the protocol. But, hey, Chiefs got themselves a win. That got me a win as well. Next game I covered, Seahawks at Saints. Man, I took the Seahawks in this game, surprisingly. Got myself a loss, man. Seahawks 20, Saints 25. Listen, Breeze and the Saints, they did enough, man. And they got some turnovers. I didn't think the defense would get turnovers in this game. They got themselves an interception. They also had a fumble recovery as well. The Saints defense played decently. Breeze had himself a decent day as well. 265 yards throwing the football. He also had a touchdown. So, man, shout out to the Saints, man. You guys got yourselves a win. That got me a loss. Last but not least, the Jets game. Man, listen. I took the Jets in this game. I said it was going to be close. I did not predict we were going to play the way that we played in the first half. But hey, we got ourselves a win. That got me a win in my picks as well. Jets 31, Browns 28. The Jets' first half was atrocious. Offensively, it was atrocious. Defensively, it was atrocious. I mean, Pryor just absolutely roasted Revis the entire day until the second half. They kind of slowed him down. But even in the second half, he had a break on Revis where he beat Revis on this route, and McCown just threw a bad football. Otherwise, that's a touchdown. Because, I mean, he had Revis by at least a good 5 yards. He was gone. And that would have been another big bomb that Revis would have given up this year. You know, playing the way that we played in that game, we couldn't have beat any other team except the Browns that day. I mean, it was bad football. The first half offensively, Ryan Fitzpatrick was trash. It was just bad football. We came back in the half and we were able to make some adjustments, and we got lucky on some plays as well. Just things that the Browns kind of gave away because they have a lot of guys that are young and don't know how to finish games yet. But I tell you what, man, it was an ugly win, but I will take it. Okay, so again, Jets win, so that got me a win as well. So let's go ahead and get into Week 9, man, because week 8 is in the past. What's done is done. We're moving forward. So let's talk about my Week 9 pick. So first game I want to cover, Steelers at Ravens. Man, let me tell you something. Big Ben is back in the house. Okay, they have him listed as questionable. He's been working to get back for that MCL tear that he had. He's guns blazing. He's ready to go. They're saying he's going to be a starter for this game. So it's exciting to see him back in the lineup. The big arm is going to be back. You know, Antonio Brown's going to benefit from that. Sammy Coates is also going to come back. That cut on his hand supposedly is healed up, so he's going to be back in the lineup. Man, that offense is going to be back to juggernaut status, okay? You got Le'Veon Bell still doing his thing out there. It's going to be a bad day. And the Ravens, it sucks because they're so beat up defensively. I mean, you got Suggs who's questionable. You got Mosley questionable. You got Cora, he's going to be out. Doomerville is going to be out as well. Wright, one of their big-time corners, he's doubtful. It's just a bad day for the Ravens, man. The Steelers' defense, I think, is going to get all over Joe Flacco. It's just going to be a long day. And I can't see the Steelers losing this game if Ben gets out there and starts throwing footballs around, because this Ravens secondary can give up some plays as well. They've just had a rough time this year piecing things together. So with that said, guys, I am taking the Pittsburgh Steelers to win this football game, and I think they win it big. I think it's something like 40-10. I really do. I think Ben is going to make that much of a difference, and I think that this Steelers offense is probably the most potent offense in the entire NFL. So again, I am taking the Pittsburgh Steelers. Next game, Saints at Niners. Listen, I got a lot of Niners fans in my inbox saying you do not talk about us enough, okay? We want to talk about us this week going into this matchup with the Saints. What are your thoughts? I'm going to keep it real short and sweet. You guys are not going to beat the Saints. I have a hard time thinking that, especially with Carlos Hyde being questionable. He's still battling an injury as well. You got Rashad Robinson. He's going to be out. That's a corner, that plays a lot of snaps for them. I just think it's tough. I think it's tough because you're going to have to ask the Niners to keep up offensively with the Saints. I questioned a lot about the Saints last week against the Seahawks, and they showed, hey, they can do different things. They can grind it out. They can run the football because Hightower is a guy that really showed up and ran extremely well against the Seahawks, a lot better than I thought he would. And they still have Ingram as well. Ingram fumbled in that game early, and they benched him. But man, Ingram's going to be coming back. He's going to be pissed off, and he's going to be ready to prove something because he knows, hey, I'm the starter here. This guy Hightower, he's my backup, and I'm not going to let him take my position. You also got Cooks out there. This kid is a good receiver in this league, and he's putting things together as well out there. And Breeze is always just finding different guys to hit with the football. I think it's going to be tough for the Niners defense to stop the Saints, and I also think it's going to be tough for the Niners offense to keep up with the Saints. I can't see that, especially we got Gabbert back there. He's shown the ability to run with the football. He'll take off and do different things, but he starts taking shots, and if he can't find targets out there, if he can't get Curly the football, it's going to be a long day. And I think the Saints are going to find a way to take away Curly, and he's going to have to go somewhere else. You start making Blaine Gabbert look around and make different reads on this defense, it's going to be a long day for him. So, with that said, I am taking the New Orleans Saints to win this game, man. I just don't believe the Niners just have enough to beat them. So, now, last but not least, guys, my favorite game, your favorite game, our favorite game, the Jets game, man. Let's talk about it. New York Jets at the Miami Dolphins. Man, this is really a tough one, especially coming off the way that we performed against the Browns. I'll tell you what, we come out and have a first half like that against this team, we're going to get our doors blown off. The big what if here is, hey, is Nick Mangold going to play? All right, that's huge for the Jets. As of right now, he's doubtful. If he doesn't play, this offensive line, it could be bad. It could be a long day, especially when you got Sue, you got Cameron Wake, you got Jones. They've got some backers that can rush the passer as well. Look, these guys will get after us, okay? And we've already seen Ryan Fitzpatrick when he's put under duress, when he's got pressure in his face, he either gets strip sacked, he throws interceptions, or just becomes a rag, and the offense sputters. He'll start throwing 50-50 balls up there, just trying to force a play and make it happen, and guys start, again, catching interceptions. We've got to find a way to run the football here. We've got to keep it balanced. We cannot put this ball in Ryan Fitzpatrick's hands too many times. Got to find his targets. Quincy Enunwa, Robbie Anderson, Sharon Peak. These are young guys that are frustrated by the play of Ryan Fitzpatrick. These are guys that are getting open, and he's not finding them. He's going to have to find them in this game. Because let me tell you something. If Nick Mangold is not going to play, you got to get the ball out of your hands quickly. Get it to Enunwa quickly. We all know he's a great route runner, and when you get the ball to him quickly, this guy can make plays because he's got the speed to outrun guys. I'd like to see a couple screen plays as well early, just to take advantage of some of the aggressive nature that they may play at us with defensively, just trying to get after Ryan Fitzpatrick. Like I said, if Nick Mangold is not playing, let's take advantage of that. Let's see some different things out of Chan Gailey. I'd like to see him dial it up offensively. Defensively, man, listen. LaRon Landry, Parker, these guys are young wide receivers that the Dolphins have that are speedy, that can get on top of us and absolutely take it easily for 6. I do not want to see Revis out there by himself on any one of these guys. Get him some help and let's stop playing these games. I watched Pryor just pretty much destroy him in the first half and just get everything that he wanted. And Revis was giving him so much space, it was ridiculous. He is terrified of anyone that has a decent step. Any young wide receiver that's got some speed, he's giving you so much room. You're just catching footballs by yourself out there. And Landry is one of those guys. I think the Dolphins will attack us through the air first because I don't think they'll run on us. Don't get me wrong, Ajayi is a guy that's coming in, and he's running the ball like a man. I mean, he's out there 200-yard games back to back. Do I think he'll get 200 yards on us? No. I do think he might touch the hundreds though, simply because of the amount of carries I think they'll give him. They'll try to wear us down a little bit, but I don't think he's going to have these big busts and breaks for 60, 50, 40-yard runs. I don't think he'll get that out of us. But where I do think he'll hurt us is coming out the backfield, especially with Bruce Carter being out and not playing in this game. Our coverage ability is going to be tested time and time again. He's a guy that can come out the backfield, catch the football, and get going. And if he can run for 200 yards on anybody, and he's been running like a man, and he's been running with power, he catches that football, he turns right back into the running back that he is, and he's going to get into that second level and absolutely take advantage of guys that have shown a lack of tackling. Revis has shown that he'll Olay you. I mean, it can get rough out there, man. It can absolutely get rough out there. This defensive line has got to get pressure on Tannehill. You've got to get him on his back. You got to get him on his butt. You can't let him just sit back there and have time. This pass rush has to deliver. It's been inconsistent the entire year. It has to deliver in this game because this secondary has not looked good. Has not looked good, especially not against the Browns. So, with that said, guys, I am taking the Miami Dolphins to win this game, man. It's tough to say. I just think that the way we're playing, especially the way we performed against the Browns, you want to play this, I haven't really seen us play a full 4 quarters all season. And that's just not going to get it done here. So I am taking the Dolphins to win this game. With that said, guys, hey, comment down below. Let me know what you guys think. Tell me about your teams, man. I want to thank you guys for watching, man. Please comment, rate, subscribe. Thank you guys for sharing as well. It's tough, man. It's really tough to be a fan of this team right now, but got to do what I got to do, and I'm dealing with it. So it is what it is. So you guys have a great day. Enjoy your Sundays with your families, man. Have football, watch football, and enjoy yourself. Have a great time, guys. Peace.